Hey guys, how's it going today? For today's video, I did a comparisons of two paintings I did, or illustrations, whatever you want to call them. But I want you to look at both of them and then kind of decide which one you think is the better of the two. And I mean, again, maybe you like both of them. I don't know, but I just tried it a different way, and I just hope that you might enjoy that. So sit back and watch. Do the old like button, also the bell for notification, and of course, subscribe. Right? Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Okay, so here we are. Well, what I decided to do was I thought I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do two different ways of doing some art that I like to do. My basic, doodles where I just basically start to explore. So this one I did in more of a mechanical look. Sometimes I do animals, sometimes I do faces. But basically, they're doodles where they just keep on going. They don't have any direction, but they do become something. So this one here, I decided that I would do the outlining first, and then I would add in my colors next. So as you see, basically it's just tubes working together to make this picture. And I like that, where it, it becomes kind of a breathing, living thing in a sense. It can be very organic or very mechanical. It depends on how I want to do it. But in the overall, it's kind of that type of thing where it grows, right? It starts off in one spot and then just becomes something more. Then I can also start playing around with textures if I wish. And that's another thing that I like about doing this type of thing. If I'm adding faces, then I can actually change the expressions. I can also change the overall look of the person or something like that to make it a lot of fun and interesting. So, like I say, on this one here, I decided that it would be these little tubes kind of running. And as you see, they fall in behind each other, they go in front of each other. That's kind of what I like about that type of thing. And where it comes from is just basically the old brain there. I'm not really trying to, I don't know, in a sense, make a picture, but I am making a picture, if that makes sense. Yeah, sometimes I think we get our ideas in our head. So, what I did also was I'm going to do it a second way where I basically use the brush. Now here I'm starting to fill in with color. And basically I go through the whole process of just filling with color and trying, different tones and that to kind of give it a level of life look, you know. You add the shadows in, that makes things become a little bit more realistic looking, even though it's not realistic, right? And I kept it fairly, I don't know, subdued. Yeah, like the colors, nothing too bright, nothing too overdone. And like I said, I actually asked Hunter if what she thought of the two different colors. So I'll get back to that later, but it kind of changed. It's kind of interesting how it went from one direction to another direction, and we talked about it. And I really I liked her input. It really helped in me figuring out, like, what do I like, right? And sometimes the other thing too is that when you're finished something like this, framing it, which I didn't do, also makes a difference on how that's going to look. You got to think about it too. It's like sometimes when you're doing art here, it's like, okay, what's it going to look like on a wall, right? And that makes things change too. A lot of times it's just you do the art and you're finished, but sometimes I think nowadays as artists we do a lot of everything, right? At one time it was just do the painting and maybe somebody else would do all the framing, but nowadays that's just so expensive that you have to kind of think about what you're going to frame and how you're going to frame it and how it's going to look and be presented to the public, right? So as you see, I just kept adding colors, and it worked out nice. I think it became a bit of a living thing in a sense, like in the sense of when you're looking at it, right? Where are the pumps going? Why is it doing anything, right? And then I have it dead center in a sense to draw you right into where it is and what it's about. Now, would I have actually added maybe even more lines and darker? I could have. I could have made it more complicated, but for this particular thing that I was doing, I wanted to kind of test both directions. Doing that, I think, would have been too much. But I would definitely do this again and actually do it where I even make it much more complicated. And I don't think the complicated is, like me trying to look like, oh, how intelligent looking or whatever it is. I think it's more or less not knowing what to do. What's next? What's my life going to bring me? I think, wow, I'm getting all philosophical. I didn't think that was going to happen, but it does sometimes. But that's the thing. Why do we draw? Why do we paint? Why do we sculpt, right? You kind of basically like to show people your skills. You like to show people how you feel about something. Sometimes you don't have to feel a lot of anything. When I do a drawing like this, I find it very relaxing. I like, I don't know, exploring something that's not there. But in the end, it is something, you know? Does it say something to people? I don't know. Because you might be looking at it and thinking to yourself, well, yeah, that's just really cool. This makes me think of, the time that I wanted to be an electrician, or, oh yeah, the pumps for something. I kind of see the pumps there. Oh, now here's where I'm actually doing it with brush. So I've decided to not draw it out, but actually simply take the paintbrush and draw it with a paintbrush. And I wanted to see if it would give a different look and explore a different appeal to it, right? So as I started it, I liked it. I wasn't sure if it was dramatic enough, and I didn't know if it really had the same flavor as the other one. Again, it's bigger and it's broader, and that. So I kept kind of applying to it, and then I think about 3/4 into this, I showed Hunter and I asked her which one she liked better, and she looked at the first one and she actually right away just said, "Oh no, I like the first one first," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm not finished the painted one." I said, I'm going to add in more later. I'm going to add in actually dark lines and the ink. So I did, and I actually went a little farther with it, and I actually added some pen with some silver in it, and I also added the white gel marker too. And that you'll see that coming up. Yeah, there you are. There's the silver, and then the white gel marker, like I said. Oh no, I think that's still the silver. Yeah, that's still the silver. Oh, there's the white gel marker, right? Added that in, and and then presented it again. And the second time around, I think she actually fell more in love with this one here. I don't know if falling in love with it is actually the right word, but I think she liked it more, right? And I think it did. It actually became a little bit more dramatic looking, and I did like that, actually. So there you are. It's sometimes interesting, but like I say, I did it with a brush first, or that one's with a brush. The other one I did with a pen first and filled it in. This one here, I don't know, it leaves a little bit more of a rawness, but it also maybe a little bit more of a life thing going on there too. I'm not sure. So basically what I'm asking of you guys is that I want to know which one you like better, or like what you thought of the two different types, right? So basically for me in the end, I just wanted to know which one looked better. So let me know. That's all I want to know. So there you are, folks. We have two drawings or illustrations to look at, and you can decide which one you like better, right? Let me know. I kind of know which one I liked, or actually, no, I don't think I do. Actually, to be honest, I still enjoyed doing both, and I just kind of like exploring to see which, to me, gives a little bit more dramatic, pulls you in, that type of thing. So that's what I'm kind of looking for, is your opinion. That's basically what it gets down to. So if you don't mind, do that. Send me a little message, saying what you think. That would be great. Otherwise, look at the hiccups. Have a great day. Be cool like a big bull moose. And remember to wear your pants.